Hola gente, bueno, hubo un World Championship entre Helms y TBD. Trajeron que sea la primera parte y si a ustedes les interesa o les llama la atención esta clase de video, ¿sí? Esta clase de contenido para nuestro canal, podríamos traer otro. Bueno, vamos a arrancar y voy a hacer pequeñas pausas en donde, wow, me sorprenda algo o lo que sea. Las complicaciones, voy a poner pausa, voy a hablar un poco, pero el mayor tiempo vamos a estar callados para, para ver este campeonato, a ver cómo le va a este equipo. Yo lo adelanté un poco para...
And there we go, finally, Helm versus Tires. And this will be definitely something. So the first game of today, so we have three matches today. This is the final of the upper bracket, then we have the final of the lower bracket, and then we know our final teams, and then we have the grand final. Two first matches going to be best of threes, and then the grand final will be best of five. And what I really want to see here, will we have finally, yes,
Un
we
Valtra.
do have the telehandlers in play, because that was the thing yesterday.
Bueno, acá los equipos prácticamente tienen que elegir su pequeño tractor para poder moverse. Acá uno de los eligieron un Valtras, el equipo azul eligió una John Deere.
That we didn't see them only in a couple of first matches, but then they kind of like disappeared completely, and I was really much hoping.
Una class. El equipo azul, cosechadora class.
That Helm versus Trelleborg, both teams very capable of using the telehandlers. I really wanted to see that they are actually using them, and that is what we will have here as well.
And it looks like Trelleborg late on have decided that they want to ban telehandler. They can't ban both of them, so both teams are forced to use. So it will be a telehandler they're forced to use. And yeah, we got that big class combine ban, which Helm likes to do to sort of even things up.
Yeah, we have seen the 8R from John Deere and the Lexicon being kind of like defaults from Helm. At least yesterday, and but then yeah, just having the other telehandler ban, that's a little bit awkward, but yeah, it happens. So, but anyways, I'm super excited to see. We do have the money show, of course, on the both sides. So we have Loiko and Martin picking the telehandlers. We do have the big Variados on the both of the sides as well, and so on. So nothing that special about the otherwise. Now we have everything loaded. We got to be going to the game. We got to be finally starting the battle from the pods. And yesterday it was actually pretty chill on the pods. We didn't see that many challenges. Teams were just finding their ways. We had the highest first bale yesterday, was 100 and was it actually 51 that we got yesterday? Yeah, that was made by Helm, if I'm not completely mistaken. And then the rest of the first bales were like 148 range or something like that. So of course we're expecting and hoping to see some magical first bales. But there we go. We're gonna be heading towards the pads, and JK seems to be immediately finding his target. He's gonna go for the baler from here. So of course, I mean, we have to fend forward, so he's gonna take the fend baler. Of course, that's gonna be the case.
And he's not being challenged on that. Yep. Now there is the opportunity here if either of the teams can get two of the other combines off here, then they can force the other team to use the tiny little old Deutz. Doesn't look like either team has gone for it, but it was certainly something that was open early on in the game.
Yeah, let's see how this is going to fly. But yeah, like you mentioned, JK was not challenged at all, and we didn't see the baler on that area. Now we can see Martin actually getting the baler slightly further away from the barn, so JK is going to be just coming back there. But yeah, they're going to be pressing their first bale. We can see how far they are actually from the barn. On the X-ray, we can see that Trelleborg is actually closer, so Trelleborg seems to be having maybe, if they don't do any kind of a mistake, okay, they're still bailing here, so they don't have it pressed. So this is actually pretty even. JK is going to be crossing that bridge. For sure, it's not going to be 140. We are maybe getting something like a 128-ish, pending if he's going to toss that in, but no, he wants to play it safe, and he's going to reverse that in. So we see some very, very traditional first bales here. That's going to be a what is it, like a, I don't know, 29, 24.
Wow, 124 puntos de una, amigo. Fue el que reaccionó bastante rápido. Creo que tuvo mucha ventaja al salir primero, la verdad.
Actually, so that's a pretty low, but I mean, it doesn't matter because Heiden's going to be coming now as well. He's going to miss that swing. He can still save that, though. We saw yesterday some first bales which were missed so badly that they were not able to save them at all, so they completely lost them, and that's going to be 109.
Still so 15-point difference. That's a bale and a half in the top.
Yeah, 3/4 of a bale.
Yeah, sorry, a bale and a half in the bottom, 3/4 of a bale in the top.
Yes. Well, there we had it. Silo closed and direct delivery going to be amongst the first drops here. And we didn't, I mean, yes, we saw some early deliveries yesterday, but not so early that the silo close actually would have some kind of a meaning. So the direct delivery is going to be chosen by Helm, and it's going to be chosen by Trelleborg as well. So they will just slowly start collecting that grain straight to the silo.
Yeah, and if one team goes for direct delivery here at this point, the other has to. It just ends up putting them at such a disadvantage if they don't. It looks like, though, Helm's is filling up a little bit quicker than Trelleborg's is, and they've got themselves a decent-sized advantage here. It was a sort of a 1.8 to a 2.2 before we hit the split screen. And I don't know how much extra time that Trelleborg has beyond Helm, though, on the timer. In fact, it's completed for both of them and has evened out at a 2.1 to a 1.9. So that's actually not great for Trelleborg. It means they're going to be at a disadvantage in the grain game at this early stage.
Yeah, they're slightly behind with the normal grain collection as well, as we can see. So yeah, it probably will have some kind of an effect. So let's see how this plays out. We still have about 1 minute and 20 seconds till we have the second set of drops. The grain multiplier was yesterday coming, I would say, normally. So I would say that every other game we had the grain multiplier, or maybe every third game. The bale multiplier was actually very popular yesterday, but of course these are completely random, so we don't know. It was just pure luck because the JK headed towards the silo. We, by the way, do have the unstoppable versus the big haul. So Helm is going to be playing with the unstoppable, and Trelleborg playing with the big haul. So that's going to make some kind of a small difference to the grain strategy as well. And JK, do we have any kind of an early delivery? Nope, he's going to be just setting up the shop there and waiting to collect some more grain and more utilities around it.
There is about 4,000 litres, 4,500 more litres of grain there for Helm at the moment. So Trelleborg really needing the boost they're going to get from the big haul. I don't know if it'll be enough.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see. I mean, it's all about the grain where they're going to be stopping it, so I'm not really worried about the couple of thousands of liters of a difference, but it's all about when they will actually decide to stop it. Now we can see Hayden from the Trelleborg side coming with the big haul, and he's probably going to be unloading it as soon as they will see that there's no grain multiplier on the drop, so that's going to be the plan. And in just a couple of seconds away when we'll finally see the second wave of the drops, and let's see if we do have something interesting. So yeah, a bridge is lower than speed up, so no multipliers, no grain bale, anything like that. So I would imagine that speed up maybe might be the one that they will pick up in the end, and we can also pretty much, I would expect that we see unloading that big haul in a matter of seconds as soon as Trelleborg will be just getting back to the sea.
That bridge is lowered, to be honest, it's for a very long period. That's like a minute and a half on it. That would allow you to quickly get quite a few bales back. And I'm kind of wondering if JK here, dropping bales on the field,
it's 2 minutes
looking
actually
to do that.
126 seconds, so that's a very long one.
Really out today.
Yeah, if you wait all the way till the end and then you pick that up, so then they should be close till 2.5 minutes on the clock, and now we can see Helm starting to unload the grain. Trelleborg hasn't yet done a move, so this maybe opens a slight window for Helm to score some points. JK is going to go with the bridges lowered, and also same happens for Trelleborg as well. But JK is here, and they are actually getting 2.7 multiplier as we speak, and they do have a reasonably speeded belt as well. So this could be the moment when Helm could be actually trying to get some points out of the situation, as Trelleborg hasn't started the unloading, and they do have that 2.7 multiplier, so that I'm very eager to see what they will actually do about it. But Helm, yes, still on the lead, and I would like to see the JK actually put some of those bales on the belt, because that's definitely a moment where they can gain something.
That is what they need to be doing right now.
Claro. Está diciendo básicamente que TR podía haber sacado ventaja y no lo hizo, amigo. Dejó el remolque ahí, podía haber ya empezado a descargar y bueno, nada, no lo hizo por ya que llegó antes. Pero bueno, no sé cuál será el plan, dice que no sabe cuál es el plan, pero bueno, supongo que es parte de su...
dropping bales off. He could very easily have scored a couple of points. We don't seem to have it, and it's evened out at 2.0 again. So they haven't scored any points with it. They've not taken advantage. Looks like Martin's coming here with a Trelleborg toss.
Yeah,
no, it's a Helm hurdle.
Helm hurdle.
It's a Helm hurdle.
They do have 2.5 multiplier. He's going to go for it, and he will score.
Ah, bueno. Un pro, boludo, el Martín, amigo. Un pro. Bueno, igual esto es competitivo y la idea es hacer la primera ronda de esa manera. Creo que después la segunda tienen que agarrarlos del suelo y colocarlo en la cinta.
For all the 3 bales in, they will go all the way to 199, and as we can see, the crowd goes wild.
And just before they started emptying the big hall as well, look at the
Loico está muy nervioso, amigo. La cara de seriedad que tiene, amigo, míralo. Había mostrado acá. La cara serio. Todo transpirado de los nervios.
So they haven't scored any points with it. They've not taken advantage. Looks like Martin's coming here with a Trelleborg toss.
Yeah,
no, it's a Helm hurdle.
Miren esta parte.
They do have 2.5 multiplier. He's going to go for it, and he will score all the 3 bales in. They will go all the way to 199, and as we can see, the crowd goes wild.
And just
Miren, miren la cara de concentración, todo sudado de los nervios, literal, Wow. Lo que debe ser estar ahí, ¿no? En un campeonato, loco.
before they started emptying the big hall as well. Look at the amount that indicator suddenly moves after those points were scored. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, let's see. Does Loiko want to do the same? He is kind of setting up the situation. I'm slightly, not really worried, but wondering about that one bell. He's going to be taking that speed, and he should be going. And there we go. We do have a lift-off, and Loiko on its way, trying to do the trailer box toss. We're going to be seeing the multiplier switch at the same time as Loiko will do the toss, and that's going to be 3 bales going all in. But they are further behind, but both teams are showing their capabilities with telehandlers.
And you can see now the difference that disadvantage in the grain game for Trelleborg has made early on. It was at 1.8 to 1.8 to 2.1, 2.2. It's now switched. Yeah. Trelleborg have delivered more grain, and they've got themselves a 2.1 multiplier. Hayden is in trouble. Oh. He is off, and he is in the ditch.
Yeah, the Baylor's going to be stuck on the bridge.
No, amigo. ¿Qué pasó ahí? Se levantó el puente, chabón. No, esto es una gran desventaja. Amigo, empezaron re mal los rojos. Los TB empezaron re mal, los TB10. Los TBD, se llama Teller no sé cuánto. Ahí dice, Teachers no sé cuánto, bueno, no sé. No, chabón, empezaron re mal, loco. Toda la yeta, chabón.
As well, let's see. Yeah, I want to see how this plays out, because of course this will have a huge impact. Trelleborg was already slightly behind the points, so not the greatest start. I mean, well, it's not the start, but not the greatest well, not the greatest start for the series. Let's put it like that. And we'll see what's going to happen there. Loiko is going to go with the toss as well, so he's trying to recover, and he has 3 bells. They're slightly widely spread there, but he will still manage to get all of them in. That's going to be another 63 points, so they are definitely catching up. And as we can see, the crowd, they do like this quite a bit.
And this is the thing, they've got that 2.1 multiplier. If they can keep getting stuff in, and Hayden got no opportunity there to connect up to that baler, because it's sitting on that bridge. It just keeps going up, and JK missing bales off the side there. There is a problem at the moment. Both teams seem to be making unforced errors.
Yeah, but the problem with the baler is pretty huge, because I mean it has the bales inside of it. It's going to be blocking that one bridge, and if they kind of like wanted to do some more bales, because we still have like a 1 minute and 15 seconds, that's also not available for it. So I would say that it's a pretty big problem currently for Trelleborg tires, and I don't think that they can actually do anything about it. Helm's going to be putting some bales on the belt, but they got to go there inside, so they will manage it. Helm is on the lead, as we can see, 360 to 235, so they're leading with 100 points. They do have also 4 bales more, and the only thing that is not on the side of Helm is the multiplier, but they do have.
Mirá Martín, con qué facilidad lo maneja el tractorcito, loco. Mirá, tiene 3. Dejó 1. Bien derechito encima, bien derecho, boludo.
And they do have the gap, so currently it pretty much looks that if nothing special happens through the 45 seconds, Helm should be able to get the first game of the series.
That's the thing. Helm have so many advantages elsewhere. They've got twice as many bales as Trelleborg. They have they have 150 point advantage over Trelleborg. I don't see how Trelleborg, even with the multiplier advantage they have, can close that gap, because they don't have the bales to do it, they don't have the time to do it. There's only 17 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, it's 200 points the gap. There's nothing that Trelleborg can do. I mean, even if they would score all the bales they have and get double points, that's not going to be enough, unfortunately, anymore at this point. So, Helm will take the first game of the series quite easily. Loiko's going to do that final toss. We'll close the gap a little bit, but that's not going to be enough. So,
de 200 puntos más o menos que iban de diferencia, acaba el chabón de hacer unos no sé, 400 puntos al toque.
Will take the first game of the series, and they are just 1 win away from securing their place on the grand final.
Yeah,
la victoria
was a pretty dominant game from Trelleborg there. They got hold of the grain game early on. They got themselves nicely ahead. They ended up not having quite as much grain as their opponents, but I think I put that down to Big Hall. And you can see No, in fact, there was just more grain for Trelleborg, interestingly. But yeah, 25 bales delivered to 15.
Yeah, that's the
You're going to
problem.
lose
Claro.
every
Yeah, I mean,
day
I don't know what was the
with that.
strategy. They probably had some bales on the, only one undelivered bale though, so there wasn't that many bales on that baler, or maybe they managed to get it somehow at the end. I don't know what happened there, but just saying that it for sure it kind of like messed up the game for the final minutes of the match, and then they just didn't get the deliveries done and the bales pressed because the baler was also stuck on the bridge. So yeah, for sure it had a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
And we can see the crowd here at that record-breaking crowd here at FarmCon, enjoying the first of our 3 matches today.
I'm pretty sure that.
Ok, bastante. Bueno, al parecer son 3 partidos, ¿sí? 3 rondas, y después va a comenzar el otro versus. El problema es que, bueno, que como ven, creo que como primera parte de nuestro canal, para ver si a ustedes les interesa que sigamos viendo la segunda parte de, de los TBD y este equipo que no me acuerdo, Helms, no sé cómo se llama. La verdad no sé cómo se pronunciará. Si quieren, vamos por la segunda parte en el segundo episodio si les interesa.